morning, folks. Look at that sunrise back there coming through the trees. It is a beautiful morning out here in the swamp. It's a little bit chilly, but it's gonna warm up, I think, a little bit today. But I'm gonna get out here and do a little crappie fishing. I gotta pick my daughter up early from school today, so I ain't really got time to get out here and hunt. So I'm gonna see if I can catch a few crappie early this morning. Out here, man, it's beautiful this morning. Feels good too. It's a little chilly, but it feels good. But let me quit on yapping and get on out here and see if I catch a fish. How about that? All right, so before I get going, I'm gonna use this old underspin right here just to kind of cover some water, use it as a search bait. I imagine they're hanging kind of deep, so they're I'm gonna probably slow roll it toward the bottom. And I got a new reel. Well, I say a new reel, I've had this one for a while. And if y'all seen any of my other video, you know, my other one, it had a broke tooth on one of the gears, so it was sitting there making a god-awful sound, and this sounded terrible. So this is actually a 2000 series. My other one was a 1000, which I prefer for crappie fishing and that kind of stuff, but I mean, a 2000 ain't overkill for crappie either, but I just prefer a smaller 1000 for crappie. Anyway, I got a new reel and it's smooth, and as you can see, it ain't got no sound to it, and it's gonna be working good. So with this underspin here, you know, I'm basically just using it as a search bait, like I said. And you know, if I get bites on it and I don't catch them, you know, that's fine. Yeah, because I'm just basically sitting here trying to figure out where they are. Covering some water, trying to get a nibble, and figuring out where they're at. And once I figure out where they're at, if they're right in here, or if I got to go further back in there, you know, then I can decide whether or not I want to go a little finesse, slow things down a little bit. But if I'm catching them on this, I'm gonna keep fishing it. I got my first fish. I don't know if that's a crappie though. No, that ain't. It's a freaking gar. There we go. I was about to say, that thing didn't feel like no crappie. So in here, you know, I say, you know, I'm fishing deep, but like right in here, you know, you're looking at 6 to 8 feet, you know, to the bottom, you know, so it ain't real deep, but you know, fishing deep is relative to where you're fishing at, you know. So if they're in here and they're hanging deep, you know, they may be hanging 6 foot, 7 foot down. They may be hugging the bottom, you know. So I'm fishing about, kind of felt like I had something bite right there. Yeah, I might have just been coming across a hang or something. Yep, there's a hang down there. That's what I was coming across. So I'm fishing about 5 feet or so right now, you know, just trying to hang above them, you know. So if they are hugging the bottom, I'm still above them. It turned off cold this morning. Yesterday it was about 65, and it's 48 degrees. So I mean it's not terribly cold, but it has, from yesterday, you know, it's dropped. You know, oh, I had a bite right there. Yeah. I mean, it hit it almost as soon as it hit the water too. It didn't even drop very far. Let me throw back out there. Didn't feel like a big bite, but so we've had a pretty, you know, significant drop. And today is post-frontal. It rained pretty much all day yesterday, so the bite may be a little tough today. But I think I can still maybe manage a few anyway. These post-frontal days can be pretty tough. You know, it's already, the water's already cold. I think we're in the low 50s. You know, I don't have electronics to tell, but I've been talking with some people, you know, that's kind of been giving me some readings that they've been getting on their electronics, and we're sitting around low 50s. I think like 53 or so. So the water's a little chilly, so that's going to have them a little bit slowed down. Plus we're dealing with the post-frontal today, so pressure's rising, so that's not gonna help things out for the bite. So if I can find them, you know, just a little bump, you know, even if I don't catch it, just to get a little bump, you know, kind of lets me know where they are, and then I can kind of slow down, do a little finesse fishing, and maybe I got a bite right there. I'm gonna keep fishing this for a minute, see if I get any more bites right in here, and then I might swap to something else. I got a fish right there. And I don't think that's a crappie. I think it's another gar. Yep, it is. And for a spotted gar, that's a pretty good sized one. That's a pretty spotted gar. I normally don't want to get these in the boat, but that's a nice spotted gar. Let me see if I can get my hands on him. Come on. Come here. Whoa. Whoa. See the spots on him, on his head right there? Man, that's a beautiful spotted gar. Pretty good sized one too. They don't get very big. That's a pretty good sized one. All right, back you go. Oh, they stink. Woo, they stink. Gars stink. But to be honest with you, they ain't bad eating though. Crack them open, they got back straps you cut out like a deer, and they really ain't that bad. They kind of got a texture and a taste of, to me, like alligator meat. I'm catching every daggone thing but a crappie. This is a cottonfish, a bowfin. grinnell, mudfish, whatever y'all call them. I call them a cottonfish. It's a small one. He's feisty though. You feisty, ain't you? Come on, man. You barely hooked. Come on, just get off. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't get up around my trolling motor. Man, you about jumped in the boat, didn't you? Let's see if I can just pop the thing out real quick. There we go. There we go. All right. What's next? Oh, God. A little bitty guy. First crappie of the morning. And hey, at least it's a crappie this time and it wasn't something else. Positivity, you know. All right, so I've been fishing up the creek and I've got some bites in some different places that I'm gonna head back to here in just a little bit. But I tied on this hair jig right here, and I'm gonna put a little slab sauce on here, give it a little more flavor, maybe make it a little more enticing. But I'm just gonna kind of slow down with this here hair jig and see what happens. Fish right here for a little bit and then start heading back down the creek and hit them spots where I got a few bites at. Oh, he come. Oh, man. That's a little bluegill. A little bluegill. All right, go on back, little bluegill. You gotta be freaking kidding me. A real big one, but it's a crappie. See that? Hooked in the lip right there. Inactive feeding. Which, for the conditions that we're in, ain't surprising. It has been tough today. I mean, the few that I have got, which all of them I caught ain't on video, but it has been a tough bite. I've had to work for every one of them I got. Got one more spot or one area I'm gonna hit up here before I gotta get out of here and go pick my daughter up, but it's been tough. Look at that guy right there. That's a big old alligator snapping turtle. All right, so I'm coming up on one of the spots I got some bites at earlier when I came through. See if I can't maybe catch a few right here. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Golly, I suck. I don't think that's a crappie. If it is, it's a daggum big one. That's a bass. Nice little bycatch. Not bad for a little guy. Alright, buddy. Go on back, get a little bigger. I'll come back and catch you another day. There you go. You are a feisty one, ain't you? It's the best one I've got all day. All right, buddy. Well, let's see if there's another one in there. Ain't a big one, but it's a crappie. That is a jackfish. Ah, come here. Oh. Ha! All right, well, I guess that's the end of my video, because I ain't got time to tie nothing else on. All right. Got to go. Well, I'm headed out. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. It wasn't an epic day of fishing, but under the circumstances with the conditions and everything, it kind of went about how I thought it would. But I did get a few fish in the boat, so can't complain about that. Probably give it a two or 3 days or so and come back out here and try it again after everything kind of settles down. See if the bite gets any better. But hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate all y'all that watch. And if you like what I'm doing and you hadn't already, give me a subscribe, and don't forget to like and comment on the videos. All of that really helps my algorithm, helps me get my videos out to more people. So if you got the time and you don't mind, give me a little help with that. But I'm about to get on out of here, and hopefully I'm not late. But we'll catch y'all on the next Florida Outdoor Sportsman Adventure.